Hello, this is Lady Shire. Welcome to my channel. I'm having OBFS problems this morning. It was stuck in full screen, and I started to record. It was like, oh no, it's off to the side. So today I need to set up the week in these two planners. This is the common planner from Sterling Ink, the A5 Complete, where it's all grouped, and this is the Common Planner B6 Slim vertical or horizontal. So I'm going to start with this one. This is in a Paperbound Creations cover. Weird, that one's in a Paperbound Creations cover too. It's not the one, not this one. I have this in like 3 and I want to remember, but she hasn't posted them again. Alright. So now I need to do the tricky part of figuring out what to use for this week. I have 2 more weeks in January and I don't know what to use for them. I am very tempted to use, what did I use the first couple weeks? I am tempted to use some of this, and I'm tempted to use some of this, but I'm not entirely sure what next month's is, the February one, so I don't know. I might have to peek and see, make sure this isn't actually February before I use it. Anyway, I also have this one. I think this one's February, but I could be wrong. I'm gonna go check. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so I found which ones are February, so I have the choice. I can either use this or parts of these. I'm kind of want to keep this one because it goes a lot with the Heaven and Chef Girl for next month. They kind of go hand in hand. I don't really want to open this one either, so I'm kind of at a loss. Let me see if I used any of these. Thought I used some of it for something, but could be wrong. Okay, didn't use any of that. Yep, I used some of this, so I'm going to just use some more of this. This is the November Hubbin and Chub Girl, which I really loved but didn't actually use in November. Fun, we're supposed to get a very strong magnetic storm. Yay, that's just what I wanted. Alright, these are all... Okay, and then there's the Hubinichi cousin that I didn't use. Alright, so we're gonna just make it up as we go along with this. I'm gonna use... Okay, I'm taking off the gloves. My hands are cold, but needs must. It is very hard to journal in the gloves. Alright, so put this up here, cut it, and I'm going to put the rest, I'm going to kind of use it as, put it as kind of a blocker later on. I put that upside down, didn't I? Oops. I'm going to put this the right way. Really quickly. There we go. And then let me see where I can find, there it is. Where the actual, gonna do this like right here. So what do I use this for? I use this for this is my health planner. Though I really need to figure out how to structure it a little better. I'm going to use this one that changes colors. Every day. No, because I am using, so I should cover. Ooh, I fucked that up. We'll leave that there. Gonna put this here. I guess I should put it all the way over since I fucked up the first one. I'm doing great. Anyway, it's MLK Day here in the States. I am off. All of us are, but it is what it is. Unfortunately, things seem to be brewing that are really bad that I would much prefer, and most sane people would prefer not to happen. And I really wish our Congress would get off their ass and do something about it really quickly, because we're running out of time to stop it. There was a huge, we'll call this the news rundown. Our wannabe dictator sent a really embarrassing letter to the President of Denmark, and it got leaked, of course, and it's incredibly embarrassing. And yay, I guess. I wish we weren't in this position. All right, so, God, this looks so weird. I gotta have to move it, even with the problems to the thing. There. All right. How do I want to structure this to get what I need most out of? I need a place to put symptoms and whether I took extra meds, nebs, whatever. I need a note section, and I need some tracking. So how do I want to do this? Let me see if I can pull out some. Okay. I think this goes really well. Let's use this. Okay. I was kind of thinking if I put one block here and another, like separated into boxes, it might be more cohesive. Let's try this. I just completely fucked that up. What do you mean? Okay, one section, and then if I put another section over here, and how do I want to break it down over here? Do you have some? And then let's put the trackers. over here. I've only been doing 3, but maybe I need to do more. Maybe I didn't need to do, I kind of want to do more, but I don't know exactly what thing to track. Because I've got migraines, bad sleep, and muscle spasms. I'm just going to put the 4th one down and I'll figure it out. I mean, I used to track like 10 things last year when I was doing it, so the things that are there to be tracked. Alright. What I don't seem to have is, I'm going to have to grab from something else. Not in there. Should be one in here somewhere. Similar color pattern. At least in the purples. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Those will work. What else do I have that needs to be used up? This one doesn't quite go, but there are ones in here. It kind of matches. So I'm going to take this one. Because it kind of matches that. And then put that somewhere. Let's put it down here. And let's use these. What do I want to call these F sections? How about symptoms up here? And then I don't think I can fit one up there. Guess I could if I cut it. I don't necessarily want to cut one. Not the best thing. And then use up one of these. Trying to kind of use these up. And this can be notes. Alright, we're going to run with this. So, this is symptoms. And what should this appointments? And this is notes. Migraine. Bad sleep. Muscle spasms. Hopefully 0. What else do I really need to track? Okay, I'm thinking. Why I'm thinking I should where did I put it? Oh, it's in the back. Duh. I'll put these numbers down while I'm thinking about it. What am I thinking? Maybe I should do tightness of breath. AR/asthma. That'd be a good one to track. Let's go with that. I think that's really cute. I really like how that turned out. Okay. Let's also put one of these down here. Okay. Cool. Cool. I may have just pre-ordered the Highland cow. They're so fucking cute. There's like 3 different animals that I'm like on the verge of just like trying not to like go all out for. And they are, I guess 4 if you count narwhals. Highland cows, capybaras, red pandas, and narwhals. And frogs, actually. 5. I'm just all in for those. So cute. I would say quokkas because of my fandom, and white bunnies are already all in on. But anyway, so this is again my white bunny says hi. Devil bunny. That's our leave it. He's the devil bunny. This is my kind of health tracker. Hopefully this keeps me a little bit more. So today I would go oops. I saw Dr. Patel. Pain in right big toe. Don't know why it looks completely normal. So this will be if I need to use a neb, I need to take migraine medicine, anything like that. Put there. And then these 2. And then notes. I need to write 8. Okay. And then the back is my journal, which I have been keeping at least a little bit every day, and it's going great. See, so it doesn't have to be a lot. It just has to be a little bit. And that one's done. Yay! Oh, I wanted to add, now maybe I'll put this in, on this one instead. Penguin keeps falling off. Alright. Did not write in Sundays, and I sort of finished Saturdays. But we're moving on to next week, and then I can go back and like catch up. It's not like it was a lot. I need to use that in my book. Alright. We are using Cocoa Daisy dividers in this. And I gotta use this at some point. I have one at the beginning. I might use this at the beginning. Because it's all about dividers or resolutions, so I could put it like right here. I should do that. Then I have two more for let's go ahead and get these kind of okay. Don't have to take much off either way. I think we're going to take it off this. And pull out my handy dandy trimmer, paper cutter. That one's done. Let's do this one. I have to go get my oldest from work and pick up the groceries. In about an hour. And possibly stop at but I think it's probably going to be tomorrow before my meds are ready. Okay. Alrighty then. I don't know if I have any resolutions. I don't need to cut this because it's not cut. They're not rounded corners. So I think I just figured out what to do with the moleskin I bought. On a whim. I think it's going to go upstairs and be a what am I talking about? It's going to be a makeup journal. So. I don't know why it's got a mountain date for resolutions. This format is kind of wonky. Like, what? Is this like a people who owe you list? I mean, what's going on here? This tape is intrinsically fucked up. All right. Like, why? What? Okay. Alright, maybe not this page. This page. Okay. Alright. So we are here, and I want to get use maybe something blue. There's that blue. Actually, this blue. This blue is better. Let's go with the darker. These are from Mr. Pen. Got them on Amazon for not a lot. So this is usually better to use this. There's something on my hand. Nineteenth through $25. Now, next week I'm going to have a decision to make. This is one of the kind of idiosyncrasies of this planner, that if there is weeks that it is nope, over more. There we go. Weeks such as next week. So it goes 24. So it looks like this week is in this week. And it is. But it's also in next week, next month's. So the choice is, where do you put it? I'm going to probably put it with January. And there will be a blank page that I can figure out what to do with in February. But so I did that. I might actually start doing junk journals on these first pages. I did this for last one, for that one, but oh, that's what this is for. Duh. I do this. Doi. Alright, so I need, this is where this comes in. This is next week, so I might just go ahead and put it in here. Alright, so what we're going to do is I used some of the some very close looking I'll use this one. Washi from another month, another time from last year, or 2 years ago, and put some of this down for this one. We can find. So I overslept today and barely managed to shower and dress and get to my appointment on time. So I did not get a chance to finish upstairs. So I might have to try to go up earlier and do it then. We'll see how that works. Obviously I needed to sleep though, because I feel better. I don't know where this one ripped. Oh my gosh. Why can't I find it? Like, I legit can't find it. Aha. I think I did. It had to be there because it was actually kind of... Oh my gosh. Why is it coming off like that? I mean, the answer is probably because this is like 2 years old. Okay, that'll have to be put up there. Let's put some down here. Okay, that went fine. Okay, that end went fine. I don't get it. There. Alright. I put one of these up here. And then I start writing stuff in the bottom. I use the smaller one just because I can. Alright, so we start with the B5 Daily, which I did touch yesterday. Which I did touch yesterday. Touch that too. Monthly 1, number 2, B5 monthly number 1, so this one A5 CP daily, A5 CP weekly, A5 CP monthly, B6 Slim Journal, B6 Slim Weekly, B6 Slim Monthly, A6 weeks, A6 monthly pocket planner. I'm just gonna put Franken's plan. Personal rings. Common planner. Put Bluesky. We're gonna leave it at that because with a Franken plan, the calibri and the belly race together, I don't need to write separately. Where did my mouse go? I swear, sometimes it just falls asleep. Alright, where did I put my handy dandy ruler? No, I just draw these in and then obviously put Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then over here, I put habits. So, clean something. Organizing is included in that. I have Notion still on here. I don't know if I'm going to keep it. Reading. Journal plan. I'm going to add makeup. Low sugar. Exercise, no spend. I've been failing at both that and the sugar lately. Knitting. TV movie. Filming. And playing a game. Trying to increase my knitting and my playing, along with my increasing no spend, low sugar, and exercise. I need to play a bunch of my pinball machine because it's getting picked up this weekend for the tournament I'm going to next week. We're sending one of our machines, and they're picking it up for us, so which is good because we were like couldn't figure out how we were going to get it there because we didn't have the minivan anymore. What I am currently searching for is this. I made the line too long. Alright, so I got that out. Last time I kind of outlined it in washi. Now I gotta find where I put that washi, that thing of washi that I had. Let's get in the way. Alright. Where did I put it? I didn't like toss it anywhere. It's right there. Right in front of me. But none of these are little. So I don't want to use these. So let us go back to the drawing board. I guess I have to use one of these. Use the dark one. I don't really have a huge amount of uses for the little washi, so when I find a use, I usually try to do it, because otherwise I won't get it. All that's going to be left is the little washi. By little washi, I mean thin washi. So there we go. Alright, so this becomes a to-do list. I need to put one of these. Put it down for dinners. I'll put it like right here. That can be meals. I'm actually going to use one of these and just put it over to do. Okay, what else do I do with this? Notes, and I do a to buy and a dinner. Okay. By there. I will need this and this in a minute. Just when there was a, yeah, there's that. Probably could use something along those lines are going to get used. Alright, so I'm going to write to buy in here. And I'm going to use this to put down some to-do dots. I don't know if I'll get this far, but I want to use these up, so we'll leave it like that. Alright, and then I need another, I'm going to put this one right here, just to use this up. I'll come back to this because I need to put it to notes. Next up is the weekly page. here. And then down here. Now, this is the end of this kit. So that might actually change my thinking in terms of putting next week in. But I don't think it will. I think I'll still want to go for it that week to be in January, because it's only one day that is, or 2 days that is February. And to me that seems like it should be in January. I'll figure out what to use in it. Probably one of the printed out ones. And those are both there. And then, let's see. Alright. Okay. So, let's take these and figure out what to put where. There we go. And then over here, I will need, oh, everything fell out. Of course it did. Why wouldn't everything stay in place? What I mean by everything fell out, everything fell out of my little dumpster trash can thing that holds all my tabs. All the tabs, all of them. They all escaped. All the tabs escaped. Oh no. See, tab. I think it's okay. That's gonna make too much of a sound. So we'll just leave it over there. All right. All right. What am I looking for? I am looking for the bows, but there might not be bows because I might have used them all up. I think I used them all up. Which I need to put one of these over here to write notes on. Yeah, I think I used up all the bows. So let's figure out what to use instead. I think we're going to use some of these. So this is to put across here. So that will be reading, watching, playing, and then listening. I'm going to a pinball tournament on Friday, so move that up a little bit. Alright, this is done too. Now for the dailies, we're using a different kit. this we use one of these. What have I've been using? Pretty sure that's what I've been using. Or did I just kind of get, maybe I've just been kind of, that's what I've been doing. I've been using kits. So let's see what kit we want to use. I was wondering why I wasn't using the big ones. Because I'm using a kit. So yeah, like kits like that. Where is that one? Well, I have a Happy New Year left to use. I do have those. And I have what do I have? I have this. I'm going to use this. That way I'm not breaking anything up that shouldn't be broken up. And I am using something I printed out. And maybe I'm going to use a little bit more I don't know, do I want to put a little bit more structure? I don't know if I do. Because I never know which days are going to be really freaking big. And a lot to write down, and which ones aren't. This came from Printable Sticker Club. It is a monthly where you put, it's like $7 a month, and you get a whole bunch of stickers to print out. And there's usually now kits, mini kits like this that you can do. As well as decorative stuff. And it's usually not completely like season coded. So you'll get like a variety. You'll get some for the next big amount. So this one is probably some for Valentine's Day, some for March, some general ones. She likes to do succulents in particular. And then maybe last month you have gotten ones for this month. So you kind of have to keep an eye on that part, but alright. There we go. I am all set. Notes. To do, I still have to do returns, library, and the pharmacy. Pick up HEB order. Alright. I might as well put call out now. And hopefully I will be back with the Frankenplanning session if my pliers gets here soon. I will see you in the next one. I hope you're, as for these things on my hands, I'm going to take them off and put them here. Now this has been complicated by the fact that I put a cover on here because I didn't want to like leave it because these things are expensive for the beehive. I guess I could put the cover on this one. This is how it ended up being yesterday. And I'm going to go fill stuff in the meantime and think about how I want to set this up as a makeup journal. I will see you in the next one. Bye.